Okay, practice video number 4. And this is like my third take too. I messed up the other 2 I started making. I haven't had that trouble too much yet, but boy, this time, I don't know what happened. I was having a terrible time. So anyways, let's take the glasses off. Okay. I'll be so glad when I get that lighting thing figured out. I really hate taking my glasses off. So anyway, the first book, no, let me start over because I've already said this 2 other times. So I've finally got my Boxing Day order from Book Outlet. It took a long time to get here, and apparently there was a reason. Because my box was in some kind of an accident, and I received the box and it was just completely shredded. It was crazy shredded. And so 4 of my books were missing, and there were 2 books in my box that didn't even belong in my box. One of which has a subscription tag on it with like a person's business and the owner and the fax and the address and the phone number and everything. And I'm just like, well, this is obviously being mailed on its own. And so obviously what happened is somebody just like, the box broke open and they couldn't tell what went where. And so they were just using their best guess to shove it back in. And so 4 of my books are missing, and I have 2 books that aren't mine. So I did contact Book Outlet, and wonderful customer service. Let me just say that. They're fixing the whole thing for me. 100% took care of it and everything. Super pleased. So I got 22 books from them 2 days ago, and I got 2 from Amazon today. But I'm only going to talk about half of them because I ramble, which we all know that. And who knows what kind of a tangent I'm going to go off on. So I'm going to start with my Amazon books. Let's see. Did I say that I was only going to do half of them? Yeah, I think I told you that. So anyways, the first one I actually saw on another BookTubers channel named Steve Donahue. I just found him like maybe 4 weeks ago or so. I'm absolutely crazy about him. You know, it might have been a month ago because it was around Christmas time. But anyways, I'm absolutely crazy about him. He just articulates himself so well. I'm completely jealous of that ability. I like trail off on tangents and I get all discombobulated, and I don't know. I just sound like a little kid banging a drum whenever I'm talking. And he sounds like an intellectual. I'm jealous. Anyway, I just think he's really charming, and he's really well read, and he just knows everything apparently. So I love watching him, and I suggest you watch him too. Anyways, I saw this on his channel, and he really talked this book up, and I decided I had to have it. But I could not find a good edition of it on the American Amazon. So I went over to the UK Amazon, and I found an edition I liked there. So let me just put that in the camera. One of y'all suggested that I put the book in the camera and leave it there for a little bit so you can actually see it. So yes, good point. So yeah. And I do like this cover a lot, and it's unabridged. It's very important. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot about Captain Raptor. I'm so excited about this book. Okay. So this book, Captain Raptor and the Perilous Planet by Kevin O'Malley and Patrick O'Brien, illustrated by Patrick O'Brien. Look how nice the art is on this cover. Okay, this is absolutely adorable. I haven't read this one yet, but I have another one called Captain Raptor and the Mysterious Moon, and it's actually the second one. This one was the first one, but the second one just came first for me, so I went ahead and read it. It's adorable. I just crazy about it. It was so cute. I couldn't even stand the cuteness. And so I'm really excited to read this one. I'm going to read this one tonight, I hope. I do have somebody coming over for dinner, perhaps. And so I don't want to, I might not get to it tonight, but hopefully I can fit this in there tonight. Isn't this cute? Okay, I won't get distracted by looking. The next one, I believe, is a gift. This was on my Amazon wish list. My Amazon wish list, only one person has that wish list, and that is my friend Greenie. She lives in Australia. We met each other on Goodreads through like a book club, and we've just kept in touch ever since. And like we buddy read together and stuff. And we exchanged wish lists so we could buy each other books. And it had to have come from her. Like nobody else has my wish list. So nice cover, right? I really like it. Okay, it's called I Am a Cat by Soseki Natsumi. And it's about a cat who doesn't do a lot. He lays around all the time, but he observes humans. And this book is all his commentary on his observations about humans. I thought that sounded right up my alley. And plus I'm a cat person, so you know, cats. Okay, and oh, this one. Okay, this one is just, this one looks adorable to me. Okay, it is by R.L. Stine. It's called I think the series actually is called Ghosts of Fear Street I, if I'm remembering that correctly. But this is 2 novellas in one, Revenge of the Shadow People and The Bugman Lives. And I'm going to read the synopsis because the synopsis cracks me up. It's so cute. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts? Don't say no until you take a walk down Fear Street. Past the woods where no birds sing. Past the lake where something lurks beneath the water. Past the cemetery where everyone is dying to meet you. Vinnie Salvo's shadow has been looking a bit different lately, a bit creepy. It has horns and big black claws. Now it's coming after Vinnie. But how can you hide from your own shadow? Find out in Revenge of the Shadow People. It's so dramatic. I just love it. Okay. So, and then the synopsis for the other one. Okay. In Bugman Lives, Janet causes quite a stir when she accidentally wakes up the Bugman. She didn't mean to run over his tombstone while mowing the lawn, but now insects attack her wherever she goes, and Janet is afraid the Bugman is ready to make her join him for good. I just get such a kick out of that. Okay. Oh, Lordy. Okay, and then this one is called Medusa Uploaded by Emily Davenport. I'll give you a nice view of the cover here. This one I've had my eye on for quite some time, but I couldn't decide whether or not I wanted to read it. Oh, I have a visitor. This is my baby kitty. Here, Ninja Kitty. I'm sorry, baby. He's a cool baby. That's Ninja Kitty. He might visit now and then. Okay, so anyway, back to the book. I won't go on a rant. I'm so tempted to go on a ramble about Ninja now. Okay. Anywho, I've had my eye on this book for a while, but I hadn't picked it up, and then I saw the paperback on Book Outlet, and I was like, sold. Went right into my cart. I'm going to read you a little bit of the synopsis. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because I got a Ninja Kitty on my lap. Okay. My name is Ochi Angelus, and I am a worm. And just so you know, I think she means a computer worm. They see me every day. They consider me harmless, and that's the trick, isn't it? A generation starship can hide many secrets, but when an executive clan suspects Ochi of insurgency and discreetly shoves her out an airlock, that's not very friendly or neighborly. One of those secrets finds and rescues her. Okay, that's all the synopsis I'm going to read because I don't want to spoil it for myself. I like to go in knowing as little as possible into a book. But so yeah, I wonder what it was that saved her. And so apparently now she's like a worm in their computer system. I thought that was a really fascinating premise. So I'm definitely going to read this soon. Okay, and then this one here, let's get you here. The Fisherman by, prepare, Brandy, prepare. I should have looked up to see if I could find out the pronunciation of this author's name. We're going to say Shigozo Obiyama. That's what we're going to say. We're going to guess. Okay, I'll read you a little bit of the synopsis. I forgot to tell you where I saw this. I saw this on a BookTube channel called Reading After Dark. I think that's what the name was. You know, I'll link that in the description. Any booktuber that I talk about, I'll link in the description. And also I will link like the Book Outlet because I've talked about that a couple times. I'll link those there for you guys in case you're interested. So anyways, he talked about this book on his channel. I thought it sounded really interesting. And it's not something that I would normally read. But it sounds really good. Okay, The Fisherman tells the Cain and Abel-esque story of an unforgettable Nigerian childhood in the words of a 9-year-old Benjamin, the youngest of 4 brothers. When their strict father travels to a distant city for work, the brothers take advantage of his absence to skip school and go fishing. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. But I'm assuming that while they're fishing is when the Cain and Abel-esque portion enters the picture. That's my guess anyway. Uh-oh, I'm dropping stuff. Hold on, let me get rid of little Ninja Kitty here. Okay, baby, you gotta go. I'm sorry. I love you, though. Okay, so... Oh, making a mess. Oops. Okay, one of these days I'm going to learn how to edit videos, and then I can, like, cut out all of that kind of stuff. I don't know how to do that for now, though, so you gotta put up with it. Okay, so the next one is Song of the Deep by Brian Hastings. Look at this pretty cover. And I have to take the jacket off for you too. Okay, let me take this jacket off because you guys got to see this book. It's so pretty. It's amazing how many of these middle grade books have beautiful covers like under the dust jacket. I mean, most adult novels, the dust jacket might be nice, but then the book is really super plain. But look at this one. that pretty? Right? And then on the inside cover, it's not exactly a map, but it is kind of it looks like it's maybe like a layout just so you can get an idea of where things are directionally. It's kind of cool. And this is all about a little girl who goes down into the deep ocean in a submarine to look for her father. So who is missing? And I thought that sounded like so good. And the cover's really pretty. So I can't get the jacket back on. Okay. Okay, I got it. Next. Okay, then this one is Lanny by Max Porter. Now, okay, this book sounds really odd. And, you know, nothing attracts me more to a book than being odd in some way. And I actually don't know what this book is about. The synopsis really doesn't tell you what the book is about. Oh, let me give you a picture. Okay. Anyway, here's what it says. It talks about how this boy lives in a village and that there's a man in the village who has like plants growing out of his mouth and eyes apparently. And I'm guessing he's some kind of a druid. I don't know. And that's pretty much all I know about the book. And it's really all the synopsis indicates. I mean, it's crazy. You know, I did not look at this book without the cover. No, it's plain without the dust jacket. Never mind. I was hoping maybe it'd be pretty. Okay, next. Okay, Heart of Iron. Okay, this is a YA novel, a young adult in case you are not a book person. And it's called Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. Give you that. Okay. I don't know exactly what this is about. And like I said, I really struggle to find YA novels that I enjoy. But this one, the girl is a space pirate. She's a space pirate. Now that sounds awesome. And she has a little robot friend that she really cares for. And so she's traveling around looking for a way to repair him. And so I'm assuming that adventure ensues. Stuff always has to go wrong, right? And so I'm really excited to read that. Space Pirates. Yeah, up my alley. And then Given to the Sea by Mindy McGinnis. I got to remember to do those book covers for you guys. I'm trying to not be so disorganized. Okay. Now this is not a book that I would normally pick up. I take that back. I would have picked it up like when I was in junior high or high school or perhaps even my early 20s. Like I did like this kind of thing a lot. I don't really like it so much now, but every once in a while I see one that kind of, appeals to me. And this one kind of appealed to me. It's about a girl who she's supposed to be sacrificed to the sea to keep her village safe, but something happens and she takes off. And so, and apparently there's a love story in there too. So we'll see. I kind of like stories that have to do with the sea. The cover's appealing. It sounded kind of appealing. So I'm going to give this a try. This is actually part of a duology. Here's the second one, Given to the Earth. And I don't know what the second one is about at all because I did not read the synopsis because I didn't want to spoil anything in the first one for myself. So I'm going to read the first one. If I like that, I'll read the second one. And if I don't like it, well, regardless whether I like them or not, they'll probably both be stuck in, we're putting up a little free library next spring. So I'm excited for that. So I'm sure these books will go in there after I'm done with them. Okay, and then the last one I'm going to talk about is called The Christmasaurus. Look at that cute little cover. And it is by Tom Fletcher and illustrated by Shane DeVries. Look at that cute little cover, right? Okay, so I'm going to just read the synopsis because it's really short. There's only one thing William Trundle has ever wanted for Christmas, a dinosaur. But never in his wildest dreams did he think that Santa would actually deliver. And honestly, neither did Santa. Oh my. Okay, now if you notice too, I noticed on the back of this, there's a picture of a wheelchair right here. So I'm wondering if the little boy in the story is disabled. So that'll be an interesting read. And it's illustrated, of course. Let's see if I can find an illustration to show you before I end the video. Ooh, look at this one. That's cute. Adorable. Oops. Little string of toys. Yeah. I like the way they're doing these middle grade books. The books were not this fancy when I was a kid. Okay, so anyway, I don't feel like I did as well as this one, but probably because I had already started it like 3 other times, or 2 other times rather. And so I already got through a portion of the books before I had to stop and start over again. That's really annoying. So anyways, let me know how I'm doing, guys. I know I didn't do great this time. I was so hoping I was going to do a lot better, but I didn't. I think I'm about the same. But anyways, keep that feedback coming. I have gotten some really good suggestions from you guys, and I really appreciate that, because you know, a lot of people don't want to give you really good, thorough feedback because they're afraid they're going to hurt your feelings. I am impossible to insult. It is next to impossible to insult me. So really, if you see something that you think that I can improve on, or that would help me, or anything like that, just let me know. Just let me know. I'll be grateful. Okay. We will see you next time. Oh, right there.